Across the rocky gorge is a wooden bridge. It looks strong and sturdy, but the people at the town of Tarzan have weakened it, making it a trap for the invaders should the town be attacked. But now, not knowing the danger ahead, Terry and Dude Hennick and Slugger Dunn are about to drive a tank across this bridge. Today's transcribed adventure tells us what happens next. Terry and the Pirates is brought to you by the makers of Libby Tomato Juice, one of Libby's 100 famous foods. My, but you boys and girls are lucky. To think that you can actually get Terry's official airplane spotter, a thrilling device just like the one he made for the commandos to show them how to identify planes. And you know how vitally important that knowledge is. Remember how Dude's plane was shot at by his own friends just because they didn't know how to tell a friendly plane from an enemy? Well, these days, the difference between knowing a plane and not knowing it can mean the difference between life and death. And Terry's airplane spotter is such a swell way to learn. It's easy and it's fun to learn a heap about planes with this tricky device. You'll sure have a wonderful time with your spotter. You want to send for it right away. Now, here is all you do. Ask your mother to get 2 cans of Libby's famous tomato juice. It's perfectly delicious and a swell source of vitamins, too. Then take the labels off the cans, and on the back of one of them, print your full name and address. Mail the labels with 10 cents to Terry in care of Libby's, Chicago, Illinois. Gosh, but you'll be thrilled when your airplane spotter comes. It shows you how to identify 16 different makes of airplanes, and not only American ships either. British and German and Jap planes are included. You can play a grand game with your spotter, too, either solitaire or with some of the other kids. Right after the show, see if you can't get 2 Libby's tomato juice labels so you can send for your airplane spotter right away. Remember to enclose a dime and give your name and complete address. Mail your order to Terry in care of Libby's, Chicago, Illinois. Libby's is spelled Libbys. And now, Terry and the Pirates. When April Kane and Smythe Heatherstone arrived at Tarzan, they warned the Chinese commander that the invaders were on their way with a small force to capture the town. They also explained that Terry Lee, Dude Hennick, and Slugger Dunn were on the road beyond the wooden bridge in an enemy tank. April was surprised and delighted to find Burma in town. Burma, the smart, wisecracking American girl, had been taking care of a group of Chinese orphans. Yes, and Burma knew the wooden bridge would crash under the weight of a tank. And she rushed out through the darkness to prevent Terry and his friends from trying to cross with the tank.
Well, there's the bridge, Terry.
Yeah, I can see it.
Looks wide enough.
The town must be just across the gorge, up beyond the rock.
No, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Still too dark to see.
The bridge looks big enough. It's strong enough to hold a dozen tanks like this one.
No, maybe so. Let's get started, huh?
Okay, put her in gear, dude. You gotta cross on the far side and decide what to do.
All right. Hang on. Here we go.
If only I'm not too late. Gee, I hardly see where I'm going. Oh, there it is. Hey, Bill! Stop my hair! Stop! There it is. Dude, stop the tank. Stay off the bridge.
Who is it? Who's that up ahead?
It's me, Burma.
Burma? Dude, Burma. What?
Get out of the tank. Get off the bridge. It isn't safe. The bridge has been weakened. The parts have been cut away. This tank will crash right through.
Right on yourself. Is it really Burma?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. All right, Burma.
Oh, I'm fresh out of breath, and I'm not going to waste any more on you if you don't get off that tank.
Think the angels as you hear the clapping of their wings. Hello, beautiful.
Save that to cool your soup, dude, Hennick.
Hey, what's all the grease?
Now, pin back your ears and listen. This bridge has been whittled down to nothing. If this tank gets 3 feet farther, there'll be no bridge, tank, or anything else. Does that make sense? Or shall I draw a map?
Hey, I never went to no school, but I understand talk like that. Which way do I go to reach terracotta?
Go back where you came from. Hey, it isn't terracotta. Terra firma.
Well, that's for me, too. Come on, Judy. We can talk just as well on solid ground. Go ahead, all of you. Gonna back your plug you off the bridge.
Now, look, Hennick, fun is fun, but after all...
Well, I say, this is my business. Come on, go on. Get out of here, all of you. Well, come on, Burma. You too, Slugger.
I hope they're having anything.
Oh, what's the use of saving an enemy tank? That's what I want to know. Some people get the craziest ideas.
About? What are you doing here, Burma?
Yeah, I could ask you the same question and get a crazy answer. But I'll tell the story quick.
Yeah, the invader force is not far away. We'd better get a move on.
Well, is it safe to cross the bridge on foot? No, I'm kind of leery of it.
Hey, who is this pal of yours, Terry? Hey, what's the matter with his voice?
Oh, this is Slugger Dunn. He's been with us for some time now. Yeah, he cracked his pipes yellow to the tag.
Oh.
Yeah. Pleased to meet you, man. I heard a lot about you.
Oh, thanks, but don't repeat it.
Hey, what's the story, Burma? Come on, make it snappy.
Well, I've been living in that town across the gorge, you know, Tarzan. Looking after a flock of Chinese orphans, and who should breeze in but April and Reggie?
Who? Oh, it's my Heatherstone, yeah.
Well, they told us what was up, so I beat it down here to warn you to stay off that bridge with the tank.
What was the idea of saving a tank, Mr. Hannick?
I'm not going to save it, Slugger. Going to send it over the rocks into the gorge.
Yeah, but if you'd have left the tank on a bridge, you could have blocked it.
Well, why do that? Suppose we let the first unit of the invader get across, see?
Yeah.
Then the bridge can collapse. Then we get the force divided and confused.
Yeah, sure, swell, but we better act fast, dude.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say.
Well, get moving, laddie. Hey, that gorge is almost 1,000 feet deep in spots.
Boy, that tank will make a nice crash, huh?
Yeah. Hey, you folks stay here. I'll get the tank started.
Hey, dude, between those 2 big rocks at the left, it's a darn good place to let it go down there. You can just make it out, see? There's room enough. It's a good drop going down.
Right. It's going to be dawn in a little while. Okay. I'll start the motor, and lower in gear, and then jump.
We better get her on across the bridge, Terry.
Is there any other way the invader can reach the town?
Yeah, the soldiers can climb up the mountainside. It's a tough job. The Chinese have picked a spot for the town that will have the enemy in mind.
Ain't there no more bridges?
No, none like this one. We have other means of getting across the gorge, but we'll get to that later.
Well, there goes the tank.
Jump, dude! Jump!
Well, that's the end of that tank. That's one chunk of enemy brains that won't be used again.
Thank heavens. I'd like to see them all go down there.
Well, maybe we can wreck the bridge when some more material goes across.
Well, the commander at Tarzan has all his plans ready. He's been expecting an attack.
Say, if we go to the town over there and a bridge cracks up, we'll be marooned, huh?
Maroon is the word, Slugger.
Huh?
Well, let's not worry about it.
No, come on. We gotta get across ourselves.
I don't know. This bridge feels safe enough.
Yeah, so does the ice before it breaks.
Oh, it seems like a home week. In a few minutes, we'll all be together. Just Pat. Doggone, I miss him like everything.
Say, what about Handsome Ryan? What goes?
Well, didn't April tell you?
April? That little smidgen has enough trouble collecting her thoughts for today without trying to go back into what happened last week.
Well, Pat is in charge of the first Chinese commando group.
Commando, huh?
Well, what do you know? And not only that, the Dragon Lady's now on our side. That is, she's helping the Chinese against the invaders.
Will wonders never cease?
You can say that again, Bella. Hey, let Terry tell you about the airplane spotter he invented. It's the cleverest thing on one wheel.
Yeah, even I can identify airplanes now. Boy, that's going good.
Yeah, I can understand that, Mr. Dunn. Well, what about Connie and Big Stu?
Well, Connie was left at the commando hideout in the Samsung Hills, about 50 miles from yon cut. That's where Pat is and the Dragon Lady in yon cut.
Well, where's Big Stu?
Oh, he's in yon cut, too. Oh, I haven't seen him for weeks.
Well, let's hope we all live through these next few days so we can get together for a nice cry.
Someone's shooting at us. Come on, let's run so they can swap rifles on this bridge.
Yeah, it's light in there.
Come on. Take a second.
Lucky for us, those men are poor shots.
Yeah. Let's not stop here behind these rocks. Let's get on into the town.
Yeah. That must have been the advance guard of the enemy force. They won't cross the bridge yet. They'll wait till the rest of their gang comes up.
All I want is a Tommy gun or a few steel pineapples to torch down at that bridge. That's all I ask.
You shall have them, Mr. Dunn. And good hunting to you. So, let's go and make ourselves known to the command, huh?
I'll wait here, Terry. I've got a gun. You folks go on ahead. I just want to see what happens next.
I was not able to see what happened, but I heard the tank as it crashed and exploded in the gorge.
Oh, this is Terry Lee, Commander, and this is Mr. Dunn. Mr. Hennick, the other member of the party, is down near the bridge. He'll join us shortly.
You have done wonderful work, Miss Burma. You have saved the life of your friend.
Yeah, I forgot to thank you for that, sister.
Think nothing of it. Maybe you can do as much for me sometime.
The enemy is at the bridge. Now we shall trap them as they well deserve.
What are you going to do, sir?
The bridge is ready to collapse at the dislocation of a single stick of wood no larger than your arm, Billy. A single rifle shot from this window will dislodge the key stick. The rest of the destruction is in the laps of the gods.
Hey, look. The invaders are starting across the bridge.
Well, why don't we shoot them down? He'll be duck soup from here.
In due time, my friend. For the moment, we shall restrain ourselves. Listen. We hear them march across the bridge.
At a signal from the commander in the town of Tarjan, the bridge will fall down, crashing invaders and equipment to destruction in the gorge below. There's an amazing picture awaiting us tomorrow, and I'll tell you something about it in just a moment. Here's a tip for every friend of Terry and the Pirates. All you need to get a thrilling spotter like the one used in the show, a spotter that identifies 16 famous planes, is 2 Libby's labels and 10 cents. Now, your mother is just about certain to be buying things at the grocery store tomorrow, so why don't you do this? Why don't you ask her right now to put Libby's tomato juice on tomorrow's grocery list? Those are the labels you need to get your airplane spotter, and believe me, you won't have any trouble persuading Mother to get them for you. Libby's tomato juice is so delicious, so easy to fix, and such a grand source of vitamins, why, your mother will be glad to be reminded to get them. So, just you take the labels off 2 cans of Libby's tomato juice, print your full name and complete address on the back of one, and mail them with a dime to Terry in care of Libby's, Chicago, Illinois. That's the way to get your airplane spotter just like Terry. So, get going, kids, and get your order in. Address Terry in care of Libby's, Chicago. You know, I sure hope every one of you bought at least one U.S. war stamp today. Every 10-cent stamp helps bring victory. Tomorrow's transcribed adventure tells the story of an arrogant enemy who seeks to destroy a town that has existed for many years in China.